You have found the 2-minute tip. I'm Rich Sands. As often happens in a course where we touch on technology, not too long ago I mentioned blogging as a way to reach people, share, and establish expertise. Then, as often happens, I asked who happens to have a blog. As usual, about a third of the hands went up. Then came the next obvious question. How many of you post to it regularly? Unfortunately, one hand went up, and that's the usual. So why blog? Does it work? Can I get some business? Why don't I do it? Well, let's look at these questions one at a time and simply. First and foremost, why blog? Well, by answering this question, we go a long way to answering the other two, so I'll start basic. People still read and they search for answers to questions, problems, curiosities, and all kinds of things online. In fact, one of the things salespeople learn quickly is how often they're asked questions. People want to know stuff and they look for credible sources to obtain the most relevant info. So as you answer questions all day, the problem is you're answering them one-on-one. Let me explain. There was a time long, long ago in a land far away when Saturday Night Live was actually funny. And one of the reasons it was funny was Gilda Radner. Gilda did this bit where she played a character called Roseanne Dana. And Roseanne Dana would begin her segment with these words. I got a letter this week from Mr. Richard Fader of Fort Lee, New Jersey, who wrote this. Dear Roseanne Dana, blah, 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 blah. Instead of just answering Richard, she gave everyone the answer. She did not this, this. Well, for the record, there are 5 things your blog can do to bring you business by doing this, not this. First, it draws people to your site. If I have a question and you have the answer and I find you, I will be drawn to your website. Things can only get better from there. Second, it establishes your thought leadership in your industry. Want to be the perceived expert? Well, you develop a content library. Third, I come in for your blog for the answer to my question and I see that you have other stuff there too, so I read on. 4, it'll feed your social media. Write, post, share, simple. 5, any reader could be your next client. It only takes one, and really you don't know where that one is coming from. Or the next one, or the next one. Salespeople are constantly looking for a way to establish themselves as the go-to person in their field. Blogging can go a long way to do that, so stop answering questions like this and start blogging and answering them like that. For the 2-minute tip, I'm Rich Sands. Feel free to hit the subscribe button.